Good morning students, welcome back to online class. Today we are going to study about the biomolecules. So what is biomolecules? Have you seen the structure right now? We can see the carbon content, hydrogen content, oxygen content and nitrogen content is present in the biomolecules, which is present in our body in a form of carbohydrates, protein, amino acids, right? So biomolecules, what are biomolecules? Biomolecules are a chemical compound which is found in a living organisms. So this you can see the structure of the biomolecules having a content of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. R is alkyl group. So DNA structure, right? DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, RNA, ribonucleic acid, saccharides, polysaccharides. We will going to study in this chapter. So they include organic and inorganic compounds present in the biomolecules. So see here, inorganic in which ways? Minerals, gases, water, and organic in which ways? Carbohydrates, lipids, amino acids, proteins, enzymes in a form of amylase, nucleotides, nucleic acid, vitamins. So these are the form of a organic. So biomolecules is divided into inorganic as well as organic molecules. So biomolecules again it is divided into micromolecules and macromolecules. What is a micro? Micro itself shows the small size. So small sized or low molecular weight between 18 to 800 daltons, which is found in the acid which is soluble pool, are the micromolecules. That is minerals, gases, water, sugar, amino acids and nucleotides are in the micromolecules. And what is macromolecules? Which is a large size, having a high molecular weight, the mass is more, and about 10,000 daltons, which is found in the acid, and it is insoluble in it. So that is fats, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins and the nucleic acids. These are the macromolecules. Okay. The major complex biomolecules of the cells are in a form of protein, which is there in our body. So for the good protein, we are eating milk products, paneer and everything, egg, right? So protein and the building block, what it builds, so it builds amino acids in our body, and the function is what? The basic structure and the function of cell. The second one is the DNA, that is a building block, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, and it builds deoxyribonucleotide, and it gives the information of a hereditary information, like from the grandfather to father and father to the child. So the hereditary information it gives by the DNA structure. RNA, ribonucleic acid, and the building block is ribonucleotide. So it gives the main function is protein synthesis over here. Then polysaccharide, which is building block, is a monosaccharide, and it gives storage from a form of energy. It requires energy. We need energy for all the purposes. So this is the polysaccharide is a storage form for energy. Now lipids, fatty acids and the glycerol, and its function is storage form of energy to meet long-term demands. So you can do the long-term demands when you are not having a lack of energy. So the proper definition of the biochemistry is the branch of the science that deals with the study of chemical composition and structure of living organism, and also various chemical changes taking place within them is called a biochemistry. You can see here DNA structures, nucleotides, and the complex organic molecule which forms the basic of a life, which build up living organism and are also required for their growth and maintenance are called biomolecules. So what is a molecule? Molecule, you know, there's a formation bond between the two atoms is a molecule. You can see the structure, pentagonal structure, hexagonal structure, the bond formation you can see. So these are all what? A complex organic molecule which is required for the growth and the maintenance. So it is called a biomolecules, right? So chemical compound which is present in a living system, that's why the name is bio, and compound means a molecule which is present in living organism is a biomolecule. So we have discussed right now So carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, nucleic acids, enzymes, and lipids are biomolecules. So these molecules contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur elements. And biomolecules which plays an important role in living organisms, that is called a basic constituents of a living system. We have a general information about biomolecules from the study during the previous standards. We have studied this one in the previous also. So the importance of the biomolecules is carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, enzymes, and the nucleotides. So the build-up system is what over here? There is a sequence of the biomolecules to the living organism. So biomolecules, it forms the organelles, and from the organelles it gives the cells, and from cells to tissue, tissues to the organs, and all organs combine to form a living organisms. Again, biomolecules to organelles, it forms the organelles to the cell, cells to the tissue, and the tissue to the organs and the living organisms. So we have studied about the cell in the 8th and 9th standard also. If you remember, plant cells, animal cells, right? So cell is the fundamental unit of the life. It is too small to be seen in the naked eye, so we require microscope. So you can see mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, center of the nucleus, plasma membrane, outer layer, cell wall, Golgi body, Golgi apparatus. We have studied in the biology also. So about the carbohydrates, you can see the structure of the carbohydrates. Straight line, just bonded with the alcohol on the we are having the structure alcohol attached with the hydrogen and aldehyde, right? Let's study about the carbohydrates, which is our most important form in the organic molecules in nature. So it's a hydrator of a carbon, so the name is carbohydrate. Hydrate of a carbon, that's why it's the name of carbohydrate. So CnH2OL. So carbohydrates are defined as an organic substance which have a carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, where in a hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio 2 is to 1 and is found H2O. That's so common, right? So what is the function of the carbohydrates? So it's abundant, having a most abundant source of energy, precursor for many organic compounds like fats, amino acids, which is present in the glycoproteins and glycolipids in the cell membrane. And the function of this one is what? Cell growth. So carbohydrates means what? Cell growth and fertilization. And it is present in a structural components like cellulose in a plant, exoskeleton of some insects, cell wall of microorganisms. So the second point is what? What is the function? Storage form energy to meet the energy demand of the body. This is about the carbohydrates. So the carbohydrates, we are going to discuss about this video only about the carbohydrates. So carbohydrate is divided into monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. Mono means single, oligo, in that we are having a hydrolyzed form, and poly means number of times. So basic unit of carbohydrates cannot be hydrolyzed into a smaller unit. So it is based on the number of carbon atom and the functional group, right? So in the oligosaccharides, they're having a disaccharide, trisaccharide, and tetrasaccharides. Saccharides you have to remember. Oligosaccharides, in that di, tri, and tetrasaccharides are there. In the polysaccharides, non-crystalline or non-soluble in water, and it is a tasteless. So on hydrolysis gives mole of monosaccharides. This starch in the cellulose. Okay. So the classification of carbohydrate is monosaccharides. So the formula for the monosaccharide is what? The general formula you have to remember: CnH2nOn. What you have to remember? CnH2nOn. This you have to remember. Okay. And the glucose is what? C6H12O6. You can convert here C6H2nO6. This so you remember. So monosaccharide example is glucose and fructose. So we can say what is why the same formula is written for the glucose and the fructose, because in this two we are having a change in the position, so the name is changed. Okay, so are having a 6 carbon atom containing a monosaccharides, so they occur in a nature. Monosaccharides, these cannot be hydrolyzed to a simpler molecule and further divided into tetrose and the pentose. Tetrose means 4 terms, pentose means 5 terms, and or hexose means 6 terms, and that depending upon the number of carbon atoms. So they are called homopolysaccharides. So the examples are there: aldotetrose, arthrose, triose, aldopentose, example is xylose, ribose, aldo, hexose means glycose, and galactose. Ketohexose means fructose. Why the name is given keto, aldo? Aldo means what? Having a aldehyde in this group. Keto means what? Having a ketone in this group. So all naturally occurring monosaccharides belongs to the D series. We will discuss what is D series also. Fine. So the monosaccharides are further classified on the basis of the number of carbon atoms. So the number of carbon atom is 3. So triose, number of carbon is 4. Tetrose, 5. Pentose, 6. Hexose, and 7. Heptose. Okay. So aldehyde contains, so the name is aldotriose, aldotetrose, aldopentose, aldohexose, aldopeptose, and ketone group is there. Aldehyde means CHO and ketone is C double bond O. Ketone is there, then ketose, right? So ketotriose, ketotetrose, ketopentose, ketohexose, ketoheptose, right? So these are all the aldos and the ketos. Okay. Now the monosaccharide again divided into the number of carbons and the functional group. So if the term is triose, tri means 3 carbon is having. So C3H6O3. So CN, H2N, ON. So it's a glycerolide, glyceraldehyde, dihydroxyacetone. So tetrose, you need to remember C4H8O4. So the example arthrose and the triose. Pentose means ribulose or xylose. Right? Give any example, one or two. Hexose means C6H12O6. Heptose means C7H14 and O7. These are all which is based on the number of carbon atoms. And which is based on the functional group, that is the aldose and the ketose. So the example is glucose. So the name is C6H12O6. So see here aldehyde, and the other one is oxygen is bordered over here. This is about the aldose. What about the ketose? Ketose, as I told you, so ketone always come in the middle because it is a C double bond O and the 2 dash is branches there. So it should come in the middle. So the name is fructose. But see here, count the carbon. Carbon is 6. Oxygen is also 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hydrogen is also 12. 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? So the ketose. It is in the form of a functional group ketone. Now the second one is what? Oligosaccharides. So oligosaccharide is a sugar containing a 2 or 4 monosaccharide units. So the oligosaccharides can be classified into disaccharide, trisaccharide, and the tetrasaccharide. So what is disaccharide? Disaccharide means having a 2 monosaccharides. Trisaccharides means having 3 monosaccharides, and the tetrasaccharide means having a 4 monosaccharides. So carbohydrates that can be hydrolyzed. Hydrolyzed means water is added to that two monosaccharides molecules, and that is called disaccharides. So the general formula for the carbohydrate is what? CnH2n minus 2 ON minus 1. So the sucrose is C12H22 and O11, and the maltose, see, so this one is the sucrose, maltose, lactose, which you can see in the find in the milk products. Maltose, lactose, have you heard about that, right? Cellobiose. So the same is the formula is same, but the structure is quite different. What about in the trisaccharides? Trisaccharide plus water gives 3 monosaccharides. The formula is CnH2n minus 4 and ON minus 2. That is a raffinose, which is an example of example of trisaccharides, and the other name of the raffinose is mellitriose. This you need to remember it. So the formula is C18H32O16. General formula you have to remember. You make a list of the table. Like disaccharide general formula is CnH2n minus 2 ON minus 1, and trisaccharide is CnH2n minus 4 and ON minus 2. And the tetrasaccharides is what? Having a 4 monosaccharides molecules is called tetrasaccharides. So plus water gives 4 monosaccharides. Here general formula is what? CnH2n minus 6 and N minus 3. And the example is saccharose, which is example of a tetrasaccharides. Okay. Now the last term is what? Polysaccharides. So polysaccharide means what? Polysaccharides are a macromolecular substance, carbohydrates that can be hydrolyzed to many monosaccharide molecules is called a polysaccharides. So the polysaccharide plus water gives many monosaccharide molecules. There is a starch, cellulose, glycogen, dextrin are some example of a polysaccharides. So generally monosaccharides and the oligosaccharides are a crystalline, water soluble and sweet in taste. So they are known as a sugar. So polysaccharides are a amorphous powder one, and which is a water insoluble and tasteless. So they are known as a non-sugar. Okay. So see here the example. These are the polymer of a sugar. You can see starch, cellulose, glycogen, insulin. So homopolymer for glycose, and see over here fructose, right? So these are the starch forming a polysaccharides having the same chain. The example of a cellulose over here, glycogen, the structure is somewhat like this, and insulin structure is like this. Okay, these are all example of a polysaccharides. Thank you. Hope you understood the topic very well.